Another game just started here between MOJO FC and SMURFS FA Rawalpindi. SMURFS has, I do think, 3 teams in this tournament: SMURFS Elite, SMURFS Shaheen, and SMURFS FA Rawalpindi. And these guys always delivered very wonderful football, extremely wonderful. Just previous game between SMURFS Elite and Roughnecks. In that game, we have seen how wonderful display SMURFS display football. They won the game with 3-1. It will be okay. The game starting from the keeper. SMURFS taking the charge. MOJO have also delivered a good football, but now let's see versus SMURFS how can they play, because SMURFS always delivered wonderful football, and SMURFS is one of the top teams in Rawalpindi and Islamabad. Now beautiful on the attack, it could be the misplaced the pass. It was a very good moment and very good attack, but it's okay to lose balance sometime. He just loses the balance. And it's often happens that people lose balance during football. I mean, number of players, if you see some, Lukaku often lose balance. I don't know. he always lose balance, even though he's a very good striker, one of the top strikers, but loses the balance. Mostly Lukaku nowadays playing for Napoli. Lukaku previously in Inter and Manchester United, and Chelsea and Everton as well. Took the shoot. Now took the throw. See, SMURF has, I do think, their coaches are the one to give the credit, because the technical football SMURFs show, it's not easy for any team to show that much technique in football, and especially at these young ages. I mean, very great respect for their coaches who give such a good platform to the boys and who made their team play. So do let us know in the comments, do you see any hope for football in Pakistan in upcoming 5 or 10 years? Or what do you think that these leagues or these tournaments will benefit the Pakistan's football? Or now we had just delivered a poll here, and the poll says that MOJO FC will win, and it's a that was a very good play. I just thought for a moment that it was a goal, but it wasn't. The game will be start from a goal kick. Played it long. Now SMURFS controlling the ball. Wonderful control that was. Now still making a run, and SMURFS will have the ball. SMURFS will have a free kick here. That was a rough tackle, I do think so. Talking about the control, I do think one of the top players in football who has control, Riyad Mahrez or Neymar. Oh, there was an open header. Could have been goal, but missed the target just with from the inches. मोजो एफसी दोबारा से गेम स्टार्ट करेगी. सेंटर में खेला है मोजो एफसी और स्मर्फ्स दोबारा से यहाँ पे गेम है. बहुत उम्दा स्किल. ओह, अच्छा स्किल करने की कोशिश की थी और यहाँ पे इंसान को कोशिश हमेशा जारी रखनी चाहिए और कोशिश कई बार फेल भी होती है बिकॉज टू ट्राई समथिंग यू हैव नेवर डिड यू फेल. और डिब्रोइना का मैं एक इंटरव्यू देख रहा था तो इन विच डिब्रोइना वाज सेइंग दैट आई डू थिंक पीपल are afraid of making mistakes, and Pep was also saying that one thing he liked about John Stones is that John Stones is not afraid of making mistakes, and I think it is a sign of someone who is creative or who wants to do something new, because when you do something new you make mistakes. Now the poll says 50% for Mojo and 50% for Smurfs. I often do commentary, sometimes in English and sometimes I switch in Urdu. But if you guys watch football, you know how much vibe that Arabic commentary has. When I watch football, I usually watch it on Arabic sites. So, that commentary gives you goosebumps the way they commentate the football. Oh, beautiful header taken. But away from the target, and the game will be starting from a goal kick again. Smurfs दोबारा से गेम को स्टार्ट करते हुए. बहुत उम्दा कंट्रोल. यहाँ पे गोल स्कोरिंग चांस है इनके पास, स्मर्फ्स के पास, और थोड़ा सा स्पेस बनाने में लैग किया स्मर्फ्स ने. यहाँ पे पोजेशन स्टिल रखे हुए स्मर्फ्स. बहुत उम्दा रन, लेकिन पोजेशन लूज किया यहाँ पे और मोजो एफसी के पास पोजेशन आएगी. पोल के मुताबिक 67% मोजो एफसी और बहुत ही उम्दा गोल यहाँ पे मोजो एफसी का. बहुत शानदार प्ले देखने को मिला यहाँ पे मोजो एफसी की तरफ से. बहुत अच्छे से कनेक्ट किया और गोल. मोजो एफसी 1, Smurfs 0. Now let's see whether Smurfs can get back in this game or not. I was talking about the poll that 67% poll says that Mojo FC will win and rest of the 33% says that Smurfs will win. तो कमेंट्स में जरूर बताइए कि who is the one player from Mojo and who's the one player for Smurfs that you think is the best. दोबारा से मोजो एफसी ऑन अटैक है. सेंटर में खेला है दोबारा मोजो ने और दोबारा से बहुत उम्दा हेडर और शानदार प्ले था, लेकिन बहुत अच्छे से शील्ड किया बॉल को. यहाँ पे बहुत अच्छे से शील्ड किया. स्मर्फ्स मोजो पोजीशन रखे हुए, बहुत उम्दा पास और क्लियर किया यहाँ पे स्मर्फ्स से और शानदार कंट्रोल. अंडर प्रेशर सिचुएशंस में बॉल कंट्रोल करना खासा मुश्किल हो जाता है और प्रेशर एक ऐसी चीज़ है कि व्हेन यू आर अंडर प्रेशर तो द थिंग्स यू हैव मास्टर्ड, इवन द मूव्स यू हैव मास्टर्ड, वो भी इंसान से फंबल हो जाते हैं समटाइम्स. और इसलिए ख़ुद को कंट्रोल करना और अपनी नर्व्स को काबू करना इज़ वन ऑफ द वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग, नॉट जस्ट इन फुटबॉल बट इन लाइफ ऑल्सो एज वेल. बहुत अच्छा चांस है यहाँ पे मोजो के लिए एक बार दोबारा से, लेकिन और फाउल कॉल हुआ है यहाँ पे एंड मोजोज विल हैव अ फ्री किक है. मोजो again from the goal scoring opportunity. Mojo will take the free kick here. Now let's see whether they can convert this chance or not. A very good opportunity for Mojo again. Now, Mojo. Oh, that was a very good chance. Now, Mojo keeping the play. Mojo, still Mojo. Played it in the center. Now Smurfs took on the position. They are on the counter attack. Played it wide. Smurfs, and the ball went outside. I think he played a little bit more faster, and it will be a throw in for Mojo FC. Mojo yet so far has delivered wonderful football. Now let's see whether they can continue this style of play or not. Now Smurfs. Mojo took the possession again. Had it away. And it will be a throw in for Mojo. Leagues like this, Juniors League or Premier League or Legends League, these leagues are supporting and promoting football in Pakistan. And as we are going live, we are showing the world that, see, how much talent do we have. We have wonderful players. And they are showing that they are ready. They are ready to take world on them. I mean, this is a Juniors League and players are under 20. And they are showing wonderful football. I know that's not the same level as in Europe. But if you see that how Pakistan has faced the crisis in football in previous 15 or 20 years, this is so much good. And also we have very few 11-side football here. And hope so. Pakistan will revive its football and will shine even more brighter in upcoming years. Well, I do think for rising football, two things are most important. One is league, and the second thing is the coaching system. Because if you see, take any country like take Premier League, English football. There are three tiers of football in England. Each tier has 20 teams. So they promote their talent step by step, brick by brick. And it's a goal again. Beautiful goal for Mojo FC. And Mojo have just scored again. Leading the game with 2 goals. Mojo FC are ahead. So talking about the Premier League, they promote their players brick by brick. Like if you see Joe Bellingham, the younger brother of Jude Bellingham. He was in Southampton last season. I guess Southampton or Sunderland City. And he was in the second tier of the Premier League. Then they won the league. They got promoted. And Bellingham got his transfer in Dortmund. And now from Dortmund, he will be transferred to any big club of the world, because that's what Dortmund do. Dortmund has provided wonderful players. I mean, look, I don't know whether they get these players from. I mean, look, Dembele, Sancho, Akanji, Rudiger, Royce, Lewandowski, and Matt Hummels, Mario Götze. Oh, beautiful chance, but off the crossbar. Off the crossbar. Talking about the Dortmund's talent in previous years, I do think Karim Adeyemi is one of the top players that Dortmund has provided. Communication is one of the most important thing in football, and you can hear the players screamings and screaming for passes and asking other players to pass or to shoot. This is one of the most important thing in football, I do think so. Now the poll says 75% for Mojo FC and 25% for Smurfs. A free kick for Smurfs. Let's see whether they can convert the chance or not. Smurfs will take the free kick. Took it on the side. Now, away from one. Shoot it and deflect it. And it will be a corner for Smurfs. Smurfs have some heighted players and they can use this corner very greatly. But let's see whether they can convert this chance or not. Played it short and thrown it away. A corner again for Smurfs. Smurfs will take the corner here. An opportunity wasted here by Smurfs. Now, and it will be a throw-in. Throw-in for Mojo. Mojo are providing very good football here. I do think so. If you watch football, you are automatically very technical at playing because watching football is very important. Oh, that was a tackle now. Smurfs still keeping up the possession. A chance for Smurfs. Smurfs on attack. Smurfs on attack. Support in the middle and deflected by the defense. Now Smurfs will have a throw-in. So talking about watching a game. So before till 2020, before the pandemic, I don't watch that. I don't used to watch football. And at that moment, I only used to think that, okay, dribbling past the place. Oh, wonderful ball that was. It could be a goal again. And it's beautiful. Beautiful goal. Another one for Mojo. 3 for Mojo. And 0 for Smurfs. Wonderful piece of football from Mojo here. Smurfs is one of the biggest names in Rawalpindi and Islamabad, and to pocket them, to dominate them with such intensity, it's not an easy thing. But Mojo here are delivering very beautiful football. You have to appreciate them. Now, Mojo again. Played it wide and still controlling the game beautiful. And it will be a throw-in. Referee is watching his watch. And half ends here with Mojo leading the game with 3 goals. See you in the next half. सो वी आर बैक. यहाँ पे मैच स्मर्फ्स और मोजो एफसी के दरमियान जारी है, जो कि मोजो एफसी पूरी तरह से डोमिनेट कर रहा है. मोजो एफसी 3 गोल के साथ इस गेम को लीड कर रहा है, जबकि स्मर्फ्स को 2 गोल चाहिए इस गेम को वापस लेवल पर लाने के लिए. स्मर्फ्स दूसरे हाफ पे खासा तेज होते हुए नजर आए हैं हमें, बट आई थिंक सो के मोजो एफसी आर नॉट एन ईजी ओपोनेंट, क्योंकि मोजोस यहाँ पे जो है वो 2 गोल की लीड पर हैं और इस चीज़ से खासा कॉन्फिडेंस भी आता है और खासा अच्छा इंप्रेशन भी होता है, और ओपोनेंट पे भी एक मेंटल प्रेशर होता है कि वी आर 2 गोल्स बिहाइंड एंड दे मेक मिस्टेक्स इन सच केसेस व्हेन दे आर बिहाइंड. So तू कर स्टार्ट कर दे. मोजो एफसी दोबारा से गेम को स्टार्ट करेगी. स्मर्फ्स अब खासी एक्टिव होती हुई नजर आई है गेम में, बट आई डू थिंक दैट फर्स्ट हाफ वाज लिटिल बिट डिसअपॉइंटिंग फॉर अ टीम लाइक स्मर्फ्स. And because a team like Smurfs cannot play that loose. इससे पहले Smurfs की ही एक और टीम Smurfs Elite जिसका मैच था, और उन्होंने बहुत ही शानदार फुटबॉल उनकी तरफ से देखने को मिला रफनेक्स के अगेंस्ट, और जिस तरह से उन्होंने गेम को डोमिनेट किया इवन दो दे वर यंग्स. नाउ बहुत अच्छा चांस है यहाँ पे, राइट साइड पे सपोर्ट है, ट्राई टू ड्रिबल एंड लूजेस द पोजीशन. नाउ स्टिल कीपिंग द बॉल, support and beautifully saved. I do think there's a mistake here by the player of Mojo FC, क्योंकि यहाँ पे राइट साइड पे उनके पास काफ़ी सारी सपोर्ट मौजूद थी. यहाँ पे 2 players who were making a run and if they could pass the ball तो it was an easy move for them. दोबारा Mojo keeping the possession और foul, free kick for Mojo FC. And I was watching the Liverpool, and Florian Wirtz just won the man of the match in his first game. And Florian Wirtz is, I do think, one of the top players in the world right now. The number 10, he's actually the revival of number 10, a player who plays similarly like Philippe Coutinho when he was in Liverpool from 2013 to 2017. And after that, his move to Barcelona, I do think, ruined his career. Florian Wirtz was Philippe Coutinho, sorry. He was for me one of the top players, one of the top attacking midfielders in the world. I haven't seen any player hitting better curlers than Coutinho. Coutinho's goal against Manchester United, that was very wonderful goal, and even a keeper like David De Gea who could save the Titanic. It's not easy to score a goal against De Gea, and the way Coutinho did it, that was unexceptional. And I think he scored many curlers, but the ones against Manchester United and the one against, I think he scored against Belgium. Yeah, he scores against Belgium That was also a very wonderful goal. From many years, internationally football is ruling between Argentina and France and Germany. Germans have always inspired me and impressed me in football. See, in 2014, 7-1 against Brazil's golden football. When Brazil have Neymar, when Brazil have Coutinho, they have Marcelo, Thiago Silva, Casemiro, and top names on their team sheet. They have Oscar, but still Germans humiliated them with 7 goals. Now, MOJO played it back, played it wide, and MOJO played it wide again. Now he should switches the play. Played it on the line and defended by SMURFS. MOJO are clearly winning side here. A beautifully shot taken. And I know as a defender, I play as a defender as well. It is a very wonderful feeling if you took a shot from here and it went in. I still remember, I guess 2 years before, I was playing here in the total and I hit a shot from almost middle of the ground and it went straight in. And 2 years before, and I still remember that goal as if it was 2 minutes ago. It's a little bit rough game. A little bit trash talking between the players. So, telling you about that goal, I was running from behind. And we were, I guess, 1 goal behind. And that I made that mistake for which we caused a goal. And I was running from behind and then I received the ball at the center. I took 1 touch and I shoot. And I just hear 2 sounds. One from my foot and the other one when ball hit the post. That was very wonderful feeling. One of the top feelings for me. One of the best feelings I've ever experienced. Weather is very good today, and it's thanks God that we are not. Oh, and it will be a throw-in for MOJO FC here. MOJO FC dominating the play today. SMURFS, and it will be a throw-in for MOJO again. Now, SMURFS on the attack. And wonderful from MOJO. Wonderful from MOJO. What a defense that was. Took the shoot. That was actually a very good volley. It didn't went in even though, but it was still a very good effort. Couple of minutes left, I guess 3 minutes or 4 minutes left in this game. And MOJO is leading the game with 4 goals. Total Football organizing this wonderful league, juniors league, and it's very wonderful opportunity for young players and young generation to come forward and show their talent. Now, he shouldn't have intercepted here because there was clearly another person behind him watching for the play. Now, SMURFS keeping the ball. MOJO. Not so much time left in this game. And I think MOJO are clearly winning this game with a very good margin actually. 3 goals. And when you walk into the next game, it put a lot of confidence in you and it puts a lot of pressure on the other team when they know, okay, this team won with a lead of 3 goals, and against a team like Smurfs, it's not easy to dominate them. Took the shoot again and off the post. That was a very wonderful try, but hit it the post. A little moment of bad luck. Played it back. Now, MOJO. Played it in the center. MOJO still have the ball. He has support in the middle. Let's see. He's going to play minus. It could be cleared by Smurfs. Wonderful play by Smurfs and MOJO FC. But MOJO FC has played and has dominated the game. Okay, tried a long pass but couldn't control. That was actually a very good idea. Throw in by Smurfs. And it will be a throw in for Smurfs. A foul has been called. Smurfs, let's see whether they can start covering this lead from here or not. Way off the target. Oh, that was a beautiful tackle. Very wonderful tackle, actually. Now Smurfs on the attack and slipped on the ball. MOJO starting the play. MOJO on the attack. A very good chance for MOJO. बहुत अच्छा मौका है यहाँ पे मोजो के पास अपनी लीड को बढ़ाने का और बहुत उम्दा शूट. थोड़ा सा मिस किया टारगेट को. और मैच यहाँ पे 4-1 के स्कोर के साथ एंड हुआ. मोजो 4 एंड स्मर्फ्स 1. See you in the next game.